Trinidad Chambliss has taken the college football world by storm. And although his story went national a few months ago, it started years earlier, 750 miles away from Oxford, Mississippi.
He was a happy child, a happy kid, just had an infectious smile that he still has today. Was not moody and just woke up every morning just ready to tackle the world.
I played baseball, basketball, and football growing up. Loved playing sports.
Trinidad would be out on the lawn in his football gear, doing the drills and the ladder and such, and just kids would just start coming. Before you knew it, there'd be 5, 10 other kids working drills with Trinidad and his dad.
Chambliss grew up in a sports-centric house, but one stood out above the rest.
Yeah, that was definitely my first love. Basketball was. Grew up traveling, going to AAU tournaments across the world, across the country. I was a point guard. I could do a lot. I was a facilitator, great passer, great vision on the court. That's how I kind of envision myself as a quarterback, is being a point guard out there. I know I've said that before, but I truly feel that way. You got to give your receivers a chance on some throws. You got to make quick decisions like a point guard would for basketball. No offers really out of high school, 0-star. Wasn't this big-time recruit like some other guys are that go here and play in the SEC. Got to give thanks to, Coach Anise and the whole Fair State staff over there for giving me a chance, because honestly, there wasn't really anything out of high school that, that catches your eye as a coach when looking at me. I was about 6 foot, 175, scrawny kid that really played basketball only, and that was his main focus.
I think one of the things, as far as his determination, his will, his drive, to be able to, fulfill whatever dream, that he had set, I think that really helped him kind of drive, to a point as far as, if I end up at whatever, school, then I'm going to be the best version that I could possibly be.
It was my only good offer, really. Like I said, I only had D3. I had some D1, but they were FCS, but non-scholarship schools, so it really was a walk-on position.
When Trinidad was recruited, he went on his visit. When I went to pick him up, I says, well, how did it go? And he was kind of excited. He was like, well, Dad, he was like, man, I want a ship. And I was like, a ship? What do you mean a ship? And he was like, I want a natty. And it was just over my head is actually what he was talking about. And he says, well, Dad, I want to be a part of a championship program, and I also want to be a part of a national championship is what I'm saying.
For the first time in program history, the national championship trophy is coming back to Big Rapids.
The team got the QB his wish in his first year on campus. Though 3 years in, playing time didn't come easy.
I was close to a walk-on, yeah. Wasn't one of their big-time recruits either. I think they gave me the lowest scholarship they could give me, which was $6,000 for the whole year. And split it up, it's $3,000 per semester. I think tuition there was $12,000, so I was paying out of pocket.
And I have a real respect for the kids that don't always get the full rides, in the sense that not only do they work hard on the field and off the field in the classroom, but a lot of them have to work and hold down jobs, and Trinidad did.
I don't think I've ever told anybody this, and I probably didn't even tell my parents, but there was some doubt in my mind, and there was some thoughts of me, hey, maybe I should just transfer to a D3 school and just play basketball, because that's what I truly love.
He just has this pure determination to finish what he started, and that is to be a football player and a member of a team, and whatever that looks like, whether it's being on the scout team, whether it's being second string, being backup, whatever. He was guided by his dad always to be right behind the coach. Even if you're not playing, if you're on the sidelines, be that ear, be that listener.
Freshman year, he ended up having his backpack, and he's in street clothes, and he's behind the bench, and whatnot. And I think that's one of my favorite pictures, because humble beginnings.
Appreciation and of the grind that you go through, and it's the hard work in those dark days that you go through early on in your career that blossom you later in your career, and it really makes you who you are.
That will and determination came into play during the summer of 2024.
He was just probably tired of sitting on the bench and whatnot, so he figured he could do something about it. He had the tools in his toolbox to do what he needed to do. It was just a matter as far as, his will and determination.
Quite frankly, I just wanted to put myself in the best position possible And my roommates that I stayed with at Ferris State, we made it a goal of ours to start and really lock in that off season. The 2024 season came up and we were just ready.
I didn't know if he was going to be like a crazy weightlifting guy, and he's a crazy weightlifting guy. And I didn't know he was going to be like one of the most coachable kids on earth, but he's one of the most coachable kids on earth. I didn't know, I knew his skill set, but I didn't know how tough he was going to be. He's tough. And so all those things came to fruition, and he's obviously impacted our team in a positive way.
When your number's called, are you ready? Okay, and the biggest thing is that, be the best version of himself that he could possibly be.
Chambliss wasn't just ready. He put together a historic season in Big Rapids.
We just never in our wildest dreams thought that, not that he wasn't capable of it, but just that opportunity might not be there. And to see him be happy and to see him compete at the level he was competing last year was extremely encouraging.
He's going to fake the give. Trinidad right up the middle. Bounces left side. Chambliss is going to score. Trinidad looking to throw to the end zone. Hold in. Touchdown Bulldogs.
How much has Trinidad just improved from week 1 to now?
Yeah, he's done a super job. We keep on putting more and more on his shoulders, and he just keeps on, getting bigger and bigger shoulders. Like, okay, I can carry this team.
It felt great playing again. Redshirting my first 2 years and missed playing with the team.
Going for it. Yeah, no hesitation. They're going to go for it. Chambliss with his feet, first down and more to the 5. Touchdown! That's why Trinidad Chambliss is so special.
Trinidad and Ferris State accomplished what he had set out to do, winning the 2024 National Championship, opening the eyes of Division I coaches.
Spring portal came, and I got a quarterback coach out in California, and he was saying that these schools are really interested in you, and that's when I really sat down with my family and really talked about it and prayed, because it was very tough to leave Ferris State, and I ended up entering the portal.
Me and Coach Judge were hanging out in the offensive staff room, and I was just on my phone, taking a break, scrolling through Twitter, and I just saw, hey, there's a tweet about some D2 quarterback gets an offer from some smaller school, and so, hey, Coach Judge, let's check this guy out. So we throw him on, and me and Coach Judge right away were like, dang, this guy's, really good. I think he was at like his parade for their national championship at Ferris, and we're like, hey, we need you to fly right from this parade, to come here now. And come take a visit. And so that's exactly kind of how it went down. And basically our mindset was, hey, when he gets here, and it's kind of our mindset with all these top guys that we bring in, it's, hey, when they come here, we're locking it down while he's here and not letting him leave.
And then we got down here, and then I absolutely loved it. The community atmosphere, the family atmosphere, the town, Oxford, obviously the facilities and everything here is very wonderful and very nice. I loved it, had a great feeling about it, and then committed here.
We knew he was going to be dynamic as a runner. I think it was more like, okay, how good of a passer can he be, to see how good of a player he'll end up being. Once we got into that first scrimmage in the stadium, I think he goes like 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and we're like, dang, we really have something here. He really started to flourish after that.
Scrimmages were one thing. The question was, could the D2 QB make the jump to the bright lights of the SEC?
I have nerves before every game. That's just what happens for me as I was growing up, just always kind of nervous before every game.
I don't even like that word, but to be honest, I was slightly nervous. Just went to God in prayer over it, and Lord, if this is your will that he start, then let's go for it.
To be honest, I feel like as an offensive staff, we had no doubts he was about to go out there and play the way that he played. But you could just see he had that look in his eye that it was going to be on Saturday night.
Right when the ball snaps, those nerves go away, and then it's just football. Now it's just to show it, to the whole nation that you can do this.
Chambliss keeps it, flag down, touchdown, Ole Miss. Trinidad Chambliss with 2 rushing touchdowns already in his first FBS start. Chambliss looking, and what a pass is caught at the 20-yard line by Alexander. And Chambliss going downtown. Trey Wallace makes the grab inside the 40.
Chambliss a throw, crossing route, caught into the end zone. Touchdown on the slant pass to Deshaun Stribling.
Or was that to Ferris State?
Not similar at all. I think the biggest game that I played at was our rival Grand Valley State University, which was 15,000 people, and that game gets pretty rowdy.
Deep ball, Chambliss, and it's pulled in.
come true. Hey, all glory to God, though. Nothing without him. All glory to him, man. The man above, all glory.
Doing it one time is certainly an accomplishment. Those that make the encore better than the first are the true superstars.
Back to throw, Chambliss. He's got his man crossing route. On 3rd and long, Chambliss, a beautiful throw.
What a grab, and they're still perfect on 3rd down.
That was incredible.
It's kind of a weird feeling to have when 80,000 people kind of hate you and don't want you to succeed, and it's really nice to, shush them and, quiet the crowd down whenever we have a great drive and we score.
Chambliss takes the snap. Here comes pressure. He's in the pocket, wants to throw, steps up, dumps it near side, wide open in the 5. There's a catch, and there's a touchdown.
Man, dream come true. It's crazy. You dream playing at Oklahoma. They're historically a great program. But yeah, it feels great to get this win.
It's surreal, and it still is. Every day, it's almost like I pinch myself every day, like, are we here? What,
Not only is Trinidad's name on the big stage, it's also started quite the island craze.
It's a lot at times, I'm not gonna lie, but it's cool though. It's really cool. I've dreamed of this. I've dreamed to be on the stage. The memes are hilarious. I've been loving the Trinidad and Tobago flags around the Grove and in the stadium. Hear my song, play it around the stadium.
Trinidad, throw another down. That was awesome. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to whoever played that song.
Life is good in Oxford on island time.
That was really cool, and my family loved that, and I was running off the field with a smile on my face, so that was awesome to see.
On Halloween, I think the night before, my wife did a deal on Thursday night, our night that we get a little bit of time with our family. She set up that I could go to a bunch of houses with my kids for Halloween, and I think every other house had a Trinidad flag, and everyone was asking me about them. So that was probably the funniest moment of all.
Blown away by the love and support that he and my family are receiving from the greater Oxford community and the greater Ole Miss family community, which is probably nationwide. Just people are beautiful here. They're just so loving.
Oxford is fabulous. I mean, it's been so welcoming and amazing. Just knowing as his mom that he's safe and people love him and are caring for him. That's the one thing that's so comforting.
I think it's probably a once-in-a-lifetime kind of deal. I think it's going to be hard for someone else to replicate, his story and the things that he's done. I feel like we joke that we're like living in a movie right now, that there's going to be one about him one day.
I was just trying to, put thought to, what is happening. And I think it's just a high volume of good people that know good people that share the story. And I think that's kind of what's happening right now.
My lifestyle has changed, and it's been great. Like I said, I've dreamed of this, and now I'm here. And like I said, I just got to give thanks to God and my family and the support staff that I had growing up.
I love when I hear him in media giving, God the glory. I love it when I hear him talk about his teammates and his coaches. That's what it's about. This is not a single sport. This is a team sport.
It's just really cool to see really good people have success, and to see how he hasn't changed at all in this process too. He still treats everybody the same way. He walks the same way, and it's been fun to coach him.
Oh, it's great. I'm taking this 10 out of 10 times. This is a job. It's very serious. But yeah, this is amazing. I love doing what I'm doing right now, and this is a dream come true.